everyone. Hi Kelly. I'm Fred Vandermarliere. I'm the owner of Oliva Cigars from Nicaragua and Cortes Cigars in Belgium. A third generation cigar maker and yeah, a happy man. My favorite joke. Good. Maybe it will be too long for this session. You will see, but okay. I mean, it's one that I really that I like a lot, and it's one that exists for generations. You know, so I think it's my granddad who who first told it. No, it's a couple, my parents, let's say, I mean, who were 25-year married. And so when they're on their 25th anniversary of their wedding, the wife was asking to my dad, saying like, yeah, I mean, in your cupboard, you have like, or in your office, you have like a cupboard that is closed. And in 25 years, I could never enter, never open it. You know, what is inside? And my dad said like, oh yeah, he was in love after 25 years married and blah blah. I said like, okay, you know, honey, I will open it for you. So he opens it, and inside you find 200 euros or pounds or whatever, 200 euros and 6 eggs. And my mom says like, 6 eggs, you know, I mean, what? I mean, and 200 euros. Why can't I see that? She's like, yeah, you know what? In the last 25 years. Every time I cheated on you, I've put an egg inside. She says like 6 times, 25 years, knowing my husband, traveling all the world, all around. I mean, I think that's quite okay. And what's the 200 pounds from? Well, every time when the drawer was full, I sold the eggs. Belgian French fries with some, we call it stoverij sauce. So that's like a goulash type of sauce you put on top of it. And then some mayonnaise, and then you take the fries and you just go through everything at once and you eat it that way. Typical Belgian, very good, delicious. Not for every day though, but from time to time. Cigars, of course, good cigars. Yeah, maybe my lighter to light them on. I would be very happy with that. But yeah, then I don't have any booze. But okay, well, I keep it that way. I mean, happy with that. Yeah, I feel boring, but I think I would do a lot of other stuff that are not done when people would not know it. But I don't think that robbing a bank would be my first, the first thing that I would choose. So my answer is no. Hours. Yeah, a few, but not too many. No, it is true that yeah, I mean, I'm very happy to live a life, let's say that way. So, so throwing a party, or I mean, yeah, sharing, let's say, I mean, what I earn or what I have with others is something that I love to do. So we have our Dortmund party. I mean, always welcome, where we can smoke cigars and drink booze, and that's a typical one to show, let's say, how we are as a family, and I mean, yeah, what we love to do. So yes, and that's most of the time it's money spent together with other people. That's a tough one. I don't know, so like Elvis Presley or the Beatles. I would love, I think, I mean, and living in that age, you know, in the 60s for the Beatles then, and the 70s, and being, I mean, being able to travel the world and do everything what you want, and having that, I mean, I think when you sing and you have like, I mean, thousands of people singing along with your songs, it has to really give a kick. Let's say that Frederik Vandermarliere is not the name to travel to whatever part in the world, because they never pronounce it right or are able to spell it right. So I would take an easy one. I love Oliva as a name. So and I think it works well. So something, yeah. I love the Spanish sounding names. I mean, we have our youngest son. His name is Ernest, but I mean, it's really made because we love Ernesto and we know that it can come. So yeah, Ernesto Oliva is quite nice. We have it was also me and a friend who from the balcony of our house, we could see the neighbor's house, his roof. And at that moment, we were really into war games. So we loved to play war, whatever. I mean, we were soldiers and we were playing in the garden and putting ourselves in tires. And this was our little bunker in the tires. And at a certain moment, we had a fantastic idea. We said like, yeah, I mean, we will develop the water bomb, which was nothing more than just a normal, I mean, pot, I don't know, something, I mean, that you can close. We filled it with water, like a jam, you know, I mean, the jam, empty jam things. And we filled it with water, we close it, and we started throwing, I mean, 3-4 of them, I mean, on the neighbor's roof as, woo, this is a real war, we win the war. And he had like a window in his roof, and we threw it really in that window, and it was, his windows broke. And honestly, we ran away. We never told anyone about it. And I never heard something about it neither. So I don't know what happened. We didn't play a lot with that neighbor anymore, or we didn't see that neighbor anymore. I mean, very often. But okay, so I invented my own bomb and bombed my neighbor's house with it. But okay, yeah, nobody knew. Okay, so yeah, I mean, when I leave the house, I would love to say that I always take my wife, but that's not really true. So when I leave the house, I always have a lighter. I mean, I don't always have a cigar because often I or need to buy them because I always forget them. And I mean, yeah, my wallet then to buy the cigars, my phone, and my keys, because at my key hanger, you know, I mean, I can open bottles. So if I buy a beer, I can still open it with my keys. A fun fact, yeah, I mean, or a nice thing that I learned or that I know. We have a cookie brand as well, Jewel the Strooper. Very nice cookies, real butter cookies. And these, yeah, they're made 100% of butter, so pure butter. It's like tobacco, very bad if you eat too much, but so tasteful. And at a certain, I mean, the butter that we use is butter that comes from cows that eat fresh grass. And the butter, I mean, okay, maybe you know it, but I mean, if you have that butter that comes from fresh grass, then the milk, and then the butter, that butter, if you put it in the fridge, when you take it out, you can still, I mean, yeah, how to say it? I mean, you can still put butter on your, I mean, on your biscuit or whatever. It's very smooth, you know, so it's not hard. And when the cows eat hay in the winter, the butter has a total different taste. So, I mean, for the real quality, they're real butter cookies, but on top of that, you know, I mean, it's summer or grass-fed cow butter, you know, so that's, for me, that's a fun fact.